Hi, Sherry. Okay, I see what you're trying to do here. You don't have your proper equipment yet, so you're making do with what you have. So you put your snoot on the on-camera flash and you took this picture. You lit up your product. Now, first of all, the assignment said to pick 3 objects of similar texture, not something that's highly reflective or transparent. Well, you didn't do that. You picked one product that's not reflective and two other reflective, transparent. This is more transparent. This is less transparent. They're both reflective. Be that as it may, you basically front lit them with the snoot on your on-camera flash. First of all, compositionally, it's a lot better if you had gone in tighter, like so. Look how much better that looks. Just like that, okay? This is much better. No wasted space. It's better than that. You got all this space up here that's not being used. This is much better. But be that as it may, the idea was to use 2 light sources or 1 light source and a passive fill. I'm going to show you an example of what I was looking for. Here's a student from a past class that is one of the better students. The idea was, well, first of all, look at the seamless, crinkle-free. This is what seamless looks like. Totally smooth. There's a key light or main light coming in from the left that's lighting up the product. Then there's a fall off towards the right. But he brings in fill light here. He's either bouncing, I'm guessing he's bouncing light in here with a huge white piece of artboard that's about twice as big as the product, or he's using an active fill. At any rate, his lighting ratio is something like 2 to 1, 3 to 1. I'd say 4 to 1. 4 to 1 ratio, 4 to 1. So it's simple. That's part A. See, part A. In part A, we want a main light and a fill, period. Okay, in part B, okay, here's what you did. The idea in part B was to separate your product from the background by either lighting up the background or lending an edge to your product. Now, you attempted to do this by lighting up the background. Unfortunately, you didn't light up the foreground, the product at all. Not really. You're kind of getting some of the light that's coming off you making this spotlight in the back. It's kind of lighting up your product. But the idea is to get a lighting ratio. You want to get a lighting ratio, like more light coming in here, less light here, and then, then you got your background lit up. Now, the other thing is you have your camera light balance, your white balance, set for tungsten. Because I looked at your metadata, and it's 3,300 degrees Kelvin. That's tungsten light color balance. That's why your picture's so blue. It shouldn't be so blue. In order to prevent that, you set your camera white balance to either daylight or flash, which is around 5,500, 6,000 degrees Kelvin. Then you won't have such a blue tint to your image. So first thing you do, change the white balance on your camera to either flash or daylight and see which one works better. Okay, so here's what it should look like. Again, we'll use our student from the previous class. See, again, he's got the key light going here, and then he's got a specular light separating this product from the background. He brought the specular light back here 3/4, put a snoot on it, or a grid, the way you put a snoot on your on-camera flash, and he lent an edge to the product that separates it from the background. Ideally, he should have kept more light off the background. Then you really get nice separation. The background is irrelevant. You don't need the background here. Okay, so moving on to C. And C, I mean, you basically did the same thing, pretty much. And you're not using seamless, Sherry, because I can see the striations here. This is wrapping paper. That's why you're getting wrinkles. And you're underexposing this image. Here's what you should be getting, something closer to this, maybe even this. See, that can blow out. This is what's important right here. Here is what our student did. Okay, now that's just totally front lighting. Background just drops off, and it's non-existent. And as you notice that there's more color saturation if it's totally front lit. See, look at that compared to this. See, there's more modeling here. You see the texture on the bottom of the shoe. I'd have to show you this side by side. I really can't do that right now because of I have Snagit formatted just for showing a single image at a time. But well, you'd see it for yourself if you had done this correctly. You're going to hopefully get your equipment soon and rebound from all this. So that's it in a nutshell, Sherry, and see what you can glean from this, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay? All right, take care.